Don't stop. Don't stop running toward your dream.
As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think you're a failure, if you think you're a loser, if you think you are designed to live in a cubicle, then that will be the reality of your life. But if you realize that you can be whatever you want to be, and nothing's holding you back, and nothing's stopping you except you, the game begins.
Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Keep going. How long can you maintain a positive attitude? Where's all this teaching? You're teaching people. You can't do shit yourself. You need to show people that you could do it.
Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. We're a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm gonna still come on top. I got God on my side.
You're the dude that complains and adopts his victim mindset, but you don't do anything about it, then you deserve the suffering that you're experiencing. You cannot complain about things. Complaining about things, all it does is it's like throwing oxygen on fire. To complain and be unhappy and not do anything about it is stupid. It is being a victim. And I know you, my friend, are not a victim.
More people should be hard on themselves. We go around bubble wrapping ourselves, right? We leave the training wheels on for too long. Like, be hard on yourself. Take the bubble wrap off. Take the training wheels off.
When a man does not stick to the things that he says he's going to do, like you got a business idea and then you launch it, and before you start making money and it starts getting traction, you just let it go, and idea fairy comes and you go on to the next thing. That's stupid, bro. You're creating a pattern and a habit. Each time you start something and you don't finish it, one, you're losing credibility with yourself. You're losing your own reputation. You lose reputation with yourself and others. People go, wow, that guy has a failure to launch every time.
President Trump says he will increase tariffs on 2 key trading partners in a few weeks. The president said he'll be sending letters to countries starting today. Japan and South Korea got the first ones, which say imports from those nations will face a 25% tariff hike. Tariffs by industry or sector are excluded. Wall Street is reacting sharply to these letters, just like it did in April when the president initially announced his tariff increases. The Dow is down about 480 points right now. So let's bring in NBC News business and data correspondent Brian Chung and NBC News senior White House correspondent Gabe Gutierrez. Gabe, I'll start with you in Washington. These letters come as the 90-day pause on the across-the-board tariff hikes were set to expire on Wednesday. So what more are we learning about the evolving tariff policy from the White House?
Hi there, Zane Clay. Well, certainly a lot of mixed messaging from the White House. We just actually wrapped up a White House press briefing where Caroline Leavitt said that later on today, President Trump would extend his tariff deadline from July 9th, which was on Wednesday, now to August 1st. But as you mentioned, a short time before that, we saw President Trump post on social media those letters to 2 countries, Japan and South Korea, threatening 25% tariffs on imports from those countries. Now, we expect more of those trade letters to go out. The press secretary saying about a dozen or so would come out later on today. And this comes after the administration promised 90 trade deals in 90 days. But so far, we only have frameworks of deals with China, Vietnam, and the UK. So certainly a lot of mixed messaging from the White House right now. Now it appears, though, that the administration is giving several more weeks in order to reach trade deals with more countries. Yeah. The Treasury Secretary saying to expect more details in the coming days.
What's up, snipers? It's your boy Ab, and we about to get straight into the charge. Y'all know I like to lock right in immediately. So the Tariff Man is back. The Tariff Man is back. So 10 days ago, we put the Tariff Man returns, market beware, Trump focus, returns back to aggressive trade policies marked by recent announcements of new tariffs and the termination of trade talks with Canada all point to the return of the Tariff Man. So we knew he was coming. So if you, make sure you subscribe because I'm always in here. Yeah, I seen this, by the way. We're going to do Friday this week. But make sure y'all in here because I'm always posting a lot. Bitcoin's at the top. We're going to keep saying that. I have a lot of good posts here that I break stuff down. Make sure you just subscribe and put that notification bell on. So far, we've been hitting everything with Sniper. We don't miss. We're not predicting. We studying, preparing, and strategically sitting and ready to snipe at all times. Bitcoin, like I said, it's going to fade away. Right now, so a lot of people think Bitcoin is just going to rip to 200,000 because a lot of people, um, a lot of big people, rich people, is saying that Bitcoin is going to 200,000. What they're doing is trapping you. So you guys are going to get stuck with the bag when they sell all them. When they take a good amount of profit. And you're gonna get stuck with the bag, and it's gonna run up. The pullback is coming. Bitcoin will hit 150K, but the pullback will probably come before that. Before that, today we lost. We dropped under the Bollinger Band. If you're not in my boy Trap, Wall Street look like us now. Trap. If you're not in his Patreon, get in there. It's a lot of smart individuals in there. We all good. We all have our different things that we master. Like it's a ton of different knowledge and stuff in there. And I'm a top dog. I'm really good at this charting, really putting the work for this. Um so I'm gonna get into what I'm looking for. First, so it's a lot of news that's just been coming out. South Korea to monitor financial market volatility on U.S. tariffs. So that August 1st, him pushing it back, Trump is he's he's um he's bluffing. He's gonna hit the more tariffs. More letters will come out more than likely. Uh, Probably come out tomorrow, like he said, and Wednesday, like he said. Listen to this man. Y'all keep calling him Taco Trump, and he's just gonna keep proving y'all wrong. I don't understand it because his first term he showed his ruthlessness a little bit. Then he got impeached, so now he's coming back with vengeance. So don't sleep on that man. He's really gonna hit. U.S. announces higher tariff rates, regardable. He's really gonna start standing on what he says. So we just have to pay attention to these tariffs because these tariffs could really mess up a good position and shake you out of a trade. So SPX, S&P 500. First, we're gonna start off with the daily. I have a trend line here from the lows, April 21st. Because remember our April 7th, we basically bottomed, and we called this too snipers. So what we did was come back down, making a higher low, bouncing off our 23.60% fib, running up. Once we had a test, we had two daily candles right here, red, green. I put my trend line on the body of these candles right here. Touch this wick and it's grabbing this body of this candle. I always say 2 to 3 touches. I took it on this. There's basically 2 touches. But the AVWAP right here from Iran, the day Iran launched the missiles at the U.S. base, that's this AVWAP. So you anchored the important days. It's no coincidence that our AVWAP is right on our trend line. So I'm loving the trend line right there. And then, so we'll start up here. What we have here is, so this July 2nd is when we got, that's, I believe that was the Vietnam trade deal. We lost that AVWAP. Then we have this AVWAP right here. This is the record close. This is the all-time highs, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I believe this is the all-time highs, June 27th, and it's the day we supposedly terminated the deal with Canada, and we had that little drop, and then we popped higher. So that's the AVWAP that we bounced off of today. So we lost the U.S. Vietnam deal tariff AVWAP, which is good if you're in puts, but we bounced off the record close Canada termination trade. So we already got our starting position at WM 218. We got one on SPY. That's for July 11th. So that's most likely just going to be a loss. I'm not adding nothing else right now. IWM is my main focus right now. And IWM had a good drop. So long story short, what I'm looking at is this area right here, 6129.20 I have right here. This is my resistance. This wasn't my resistance. This leads to I believe it's around the area of the February let me see. February 21st highs. Yes, that is. So that area right there is going to be a key level. It's going to be buyers, sellers sitting there. That's the front line you are. If we get, that's what we have to break for the puts for me to feel comfortable as shorting. Because if we could lose this trend line and this AVWAP, the all-time high AVWAP, that's an important thing to take out. We take that out, and then we have the trend line right here, and then we have what can be support, because we could still bounce here, or we could bounce off the tariff. All-time high AVWAP, or we could bounce at the 10-day moving average. So we could still go higher. We could still see all-time highs. We could see a bounce here at 6153. We could see a bounce at 6129, or we could see a bounce at 6110. Remember those levels. Copy those levels. 6098 as well. That's a low. Remember those levels. What I want to see is a break below the 6153, our record close. And then I want to see us take out 6129. And I'm talking daily candles, close under. If we bounce off 6129, I'm looking for a retest back to 6153, reject and sending us down to the 10-day moving average at 6110. That is the level to take out for us to be able to swing puts. That right there is telling me that we should pull back. So this AVWAP is actually the Iran, the day that I know I said at the beginning, but just now might have got you confused. Not the record close AVWAP. Well, we do have to take that out, the record close, but this is one that I really need us to take out, the day that Iran launched the missiles at us. So once we take that out, then I'll feel comfortable adding to that position, and we should drop lower. The goal is to take out the 20-day moving average after that at 6058, and we should see some good movement. Another thing, so SPY, remember our 623.50 level? What we say. So remember, we put possible top here at 623.75. That was about a month ago. We put that as our top a while ago. So we snipers, we really be doing our thing. It's not prediction, it's me really reading the charts and studying, trying to master the charts and being the best option trader that there is. I don't want to waste too much time on that, but we had said that was an area where this could be a top 623.75. So what's happening on SPY right now? We rejecting that resistance. We had our all-time highs. Remember, I always say when you break resistance supports, a lot of times it's a fake out. Wait for the break and retest, y'all. Stop being so quick to jump into play. We need to take out the 5-day moving average at 618. We'll say 619. We need to take that level out. What I'm looking for is for us to take out 608.50. Under 608.50 on SPY, we are looking good. Sellers should step in. Then we have 604. After losing 604, we're looking at 600, 597. Let the gains begin. Let's look at futures to see what's going on right now. So with futures, we opened up slightly lower. and now we're retesting the 5-day moving average. We lost the 5-day moving average. We rejected our all-time highs, AVWAP. We rejected that today. Fell. We had a nasty drop. So we're under the 5-day moving average now. It's telling me it's flat now, so it's a good chance we come up here. I'm looking at a rejection around 6287 to 6288. If we get a rejection there, we'll look to come down and retest these lows. And this trend line right here is what I want to see us take out tonight. So about 6253, I want to see us take that out tonight. If we take that out tonight, we got a decent chance to run into 6190. We have a decent chance to run into 6190 if we can take that out. We just got to be really patient. Try not to rush things because you're going to become liquidity, and I don't want to become liquidity. I know we're going to lose a lot. I try just to minimize those losses, but for the most part, the goal is to win. There's never no losses. We go back, we write in our journal what happened, the good things, the bad things. We figure out what happened, where we went wrong. We read it every day at 9 o'clock, 30 minutes before the market open. You read it and read it before you go to sleep. I promise you it'll change your life. So I'm looking for spots to possibly open up around, I would say around 617. If it plays out how I'm saying right now, futures could take out those levels. I'm looking for us to open up around 617. We had a good drop. So 617 is what we're looking for. We had bear flag on NASDAQ and futures. Overall, right now though, it's a waiting game because, like I said, we could still go up and see new highs, or this could be the top. This could mark the top. Bitcoin, say it again, we are more than likely at the top, and again, we're just trying to trap others before we go down. More than likely, we see a retest of those lows again that we just recently had. So here we go. We dumping now right here. So with Bitcoin, I want to see us take out 107,420. We take that out. The goal is to take out 105,685. We take that out, then Bitcoin should drop. And I'm looking for 98K again and possibly lower. And I'll update you as we go. We got declining 5-day moving average. It's not looking good on Bitcoin. This could be the C wave right here. Our A played when we dropped. Our B just played out. And now we reject the 5-day moving average. It's declining. Will this be the C taking us down to 99,000? Tesla got smoked. So with Tesla, we dropped below the 100-day moving average. So on this chart, what I have here is a head and shoulders. I had this here from the last zone, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So now it looks like it could be playing out. We lost the 200-day, not good. Now we're under a declining 100-day. On Tesla right now, it's going to go to 278.90. And then we got 273.56. The question is, at 273.56, do we bounce? If we bounce, we're going to go back up and retest that 296 area. If we reject that, we're looking at 263 on Tesla. 263 is the first number on Tesla to take out. If we lose 263, we got 261. We lose 261, we got 259. And I'm gonna leave it at that for now. But if we lose 259, because I can see Tesla coming all the way down. I could see it coming to 255. I could see 255 fast. And if it breaks that 255, then you know it's going back to 240, and 235 is the level that Tesla needs to hold. If it loses 235, that'd be the break of the head and shoulders, and it's gonna get dark. I'll update with levels if that happens. So Tesla, let's see. To the upside on Tesla, I need to see it break above 296. I'm not interested if it does not break above 296 and hold above 296. 309 is the target. You want to see it above 309, hold in 309, then slowly get into 314, which is the 200-day moving average. You want to hold 314. You want to see it consolidate because it has to recapture that 322 area before you want to see calls at all. So that's what I'm looking at for Tesla. Indecision candle, rejection here, bounce. If we lose 285, Tesla's not looking good, especially if it takes out that 273 level. Palantir, becoming short on Palantir. That's a nice. That was a nice pop. Nice bounce right here. Nice. Wick right here. Reclaimed the 5-day moving average. 20. I'm gonna leave Palantir alone. Palantir has to get above 139.50. I want to see Palantir above 139.50. I want to see a hold on the daily candle in order to become bullish on the stock above 142. We got 145 above 145. We got that 148 level. You want to see Palantir hold 136. It needs to hold 136. If it loses 136, it's going back down to test that 134 level. And then after the 134, I'm looking at 132. If it loses that 132, you can look at that 130. You don't want to see Palantir under 129.65. You see under 129.65, you could be coming down here headed towards that 122 area on Palantir. Overall, on Palantir, it looks bullish. Nice. That was nice. That was a nice pop, but it's not ready to fly up. I need to see a whole 140 on Palantir. Nvidia. I've been saying Nvidia is going to pull. When Nvidia pull back, the market's ready to pull back. I believe Nvidia is approaching its top. Got to be careful right here. Got 157 that we could bounce off of. So above 157, I don't want to touch Nvidia at all. I don't want nothing to do with Nvidia above 157. As far as options, the risk is not worth it. We're at all-time highs. I want to see Nvidia break and hold below 157. If it does that, we got 153. And if we could take out 151, we got 147 to 146.20. If we lose that, Nvidia should be going to that 140 level. And if you lose that 140 level, brace yourself. We're most likely going to test that 200-day back down at that 130 level on NVIDIA. Those are the level for NVIDIA. Look at Meta. Meta right now, I will not touch it. I'm not bullish nor bearish. This right here is going to eat your contracts up. You want to see, if you're bullish on Meta, you want to see it above 725. Above 725, you got 736. If you could break that 736 level, you're looking at 745. But if Meta cannot hold that 718 level, you're looking at 713. You're looking at 713 on Meta. And if it loses 713, you have 708, 705, 60. And then you have 703. If it loses 703, 683 fast. There's not much liquidity there. This is a play that we got in today. MU currently up, I think, 2% on this play as of right now. Let me give you a what's that? Well, so we're out 2.56% on this play. On MU, I'm looking for us to take out the 118.44. We got the declining 5-day moving average. Our 10-day is starting to slope over. It wants to roll over. It's starting to slope. So rolling over is the start of the hill. And then once You get to the top of the hill and you start to almost go off the cliff. That's sloping, and then we want to see it like the 5-day moving average, this thick orange line. We want to see it declining. Once we take out the 20-day moving average, remember what the 20-day moving average is. It is the pullback it is the pullback area in the uptrend. So once we take out 118.44, I'm looking at a quick drop to that 101 area on MU. Not much liquidity is there to save us. We got 107.85 that we got to take out. We take that out. We looking at the 101. We are on MU. This is the play that we are in. I am in 100 is the strike, and August 1st is the expiration. Closing above 124. I'm getting out the play if we close above 124. Daily candles closing only. I'm only paying attention to closed candles daily because we're swing traders. And shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for giving me that 1K. I think it's something special. I really appreciate everyone that comes in here tap in with me. I know I don't make that many videos because I try. You got to remember, the stock market 70% of the time is consolidating. It's trading sideways. I'm trying to come in when I have to alert you guys. If I feel like a drop is coming, if I feel like we're about to rip up, that's when I'll come in. So I don't make that many videos, but bear with me. My post is always here, and if you read these will really help you out a lot. Watch the videos. I try to give out the breakdowns, the levels, and stuff like that. So we just have to pay attention. The Tariff Man is back. I don't believe nothing he's saying. With the August 1st, expect some more tariffs coming possibly tomorrow or Wednesday. They're coming. Be patient. I gave the levels. Before I go, I'll give y'all some more. Apple looks okay. Not gonna lie. Apple looks better than a lot of other stocks that I've seen. It's bouncing back. If Apple holds that 208 level, it needs to break that 219 level. 219 is the level for Apple to break. If it could break that 219 level and hold, I'm looking at, I want to see buyers step in and blasting above 220, and that'll give us 230. But if we lose 208 on Apple, we'll fall back down to that range, and we'll come back down here and retest that 195. I'll say 90 area again. We'll come back down there. So we want to watch our trend lines. We want to watch that 220 level, 219 to 220 level on Apple. I got y'all right now for my Patreon. My Patreon people. My trappers, my trapping fam. Cost needs to break above 1,004. That is the goal. We keep rejecting the 1,004 though. That's not good. Being though we keep rejecting that 1,004, is likely that we come back down here to that 975 area. But 984, if it holds 984 to 985, we can come back to up. But honestly, it doesn't look good. 10-day moving average is starting to roll over. That's not looking good. I see another retest of 1,004. If we reject, that could send us lower. Be careful on calls. Let me see. Daily 996.75 is the main. That's the starter. That's what I want to see, is break above 996.75 first, and then we have that 1,004. It was 1,004. Let me just make sure. I always want to be on point with these levels. 1,004, correct? Yeah, 1,004. We have that, but first we have to break 996.75. We want to get above 996.75 to see us become bullish on costs. If you don't see it above 996.75, pay it no mind. Once it start knocking out 1,004, pay attention to it. Until then, do not touch it. I'm telling you. I understand y'all into. Y'all gotta know when you feel like you should get out. Right now, I wouldn't if you're in already, because we could break above that 996.75 area. Just pay attention to how it looks. What else I got for y'all? We just paying attention. Remember, price action is everything. First price action, and then you can look at everything else. But we are in a macro environment, so please get familiar with your Greeks. Learn your Greeks. Learn about your dealers, your gamma dealers. Learn about all of that. Your positive gamma, negative gamma. Learn. Trust me. In this environment, we want to learn that. I don't got much more. We're just gonna keep an eye on the tariff man. I appreciate everybody that's been showing me love. And stay focused, stay blessed, love life. Life is beautiful no matter what. We're gonna get our test. It happens. Resilient, bounce back. Use your anger in an intelligent way, and that's what I'm here to do. I was off for a little bit. I'm back. Still in and out of it, but you're about to see a whole nother level of me. And I'm about to take this chart into a whole different level to set me apart from many other people. And that's going to help set you guys apart from many other people, because my game, I'm always going to give it. Always going to give it. Never going to share it. Never going to sell it. I give game for free, but if you want to tap in with me one-on-one, I do $50 an hour, $90 for $2. It's not about the money. I really love helping. And it's hard, so I'm willing to do payment plans. If just hit me up, my numbers, text me, I'll get back to you. Probably won't be right away, but it'll be the same day, hours later, or the next day. We do 4 payment plans. Let's get money. Or we like Trap say, Wall Street look like us now. We here to take over. This is our way of getting it. They're not gonna give us our reparations. We gotta go ahead and get that shit out the market. So this is our way of getting it, and we're gonna get it through real estate. But yeah, let's stay focused, stay blessed, love life, serve others, inspire others, make someone smile every single day. Love y'all. Deuces. I'm out of here.